Hey everyone! Today I'm testing the Amy's Clients Paint and Pat Gel Palette. You've probably seen this palette all over social media. It's known for super pigmented creamy gels that you can use with a sponge or for any kind of nail art. But instead of just doing swatches, I really wanted to explore what it can do. I tried 5 different techniques, some that make sense for the product and a few that definitely don't. Some turned out beautiful and others, well, not so much. But that's what makes testing fun. So get comfortable, grab a snack, and let's see what happens when we push this palette a little past its limits. So I started with the white shade in the palette, not really how it's meant to be used, but I wanted to see how it would look as a full color base. It is super thick and very pigmented, so it did come out slightly patchy, but still workable as a canvas. Keep watching though, because later I do come back to this nail and test a purple and blue blend on top of that for soft airbrush effect that this palette is famous for. For the second nail, I used the black shade and patted it on with the sponge that was provided with the palette. It did take 2 coats to get full coverage, and what I ended up with was this cool stippled texture. It almost looked like hammered or like pounded metal or something antique. And it's definitely not how it's intended to be used, but I like the rough textured finish. And later on, I'll add chrome to this nail, and that's when it really transforms. For the third nail, I mixed one of the skin tone colors in the palette with Leaf Gel's sanding free base. That combination made it a lot smoother and easier to apply than just the patting gel alone. Still not super perfect, but much more even. I did build up 2 coats for this soft nude background. And then later on in the video, I do end up using this one to test isolated chrome, and it definitely did not go as planned. For the fourth and fifth nails, I started with Tiny Gel's Nude Syrup shade as the background. It's translucent and glossy, a really nice base to test both a classic ombre and a textured painterly design. So going back to that first white base nail, I started to go in with the sponge that they provided with the palette into this really pretty like light lavender shade. And as you can see, it did take a little bit of practice. I definitely picked up way too much on the first go around, and that is a big piece of advice I would say going forward with this palette, is just going super lightly if you're going for that aura or that airbrush effect. You really do not need a lot, and it's just better to go in with small layers and cure it in between. You can kind of see here, I do have a bit of a harsh line, but when I go in with the blue color, it was a lot easier just using a very, very tiny amount. The gradient blended a lot better than I expected the second time. Also, if you're enjoying seeing these kinds of experiments, go ahead and give this video a like. It really does help me know what kind of relaxed testing videos you'd like to see next. And for the fourth nail, I went with the classic pink and white ombre. I used that same nude syrup base and softly sponged the white padding gel upward the nail. And honestly, this one came out so beautifully. It was so smooth and blended without any patches. It was kind of the first moment I really felt the formula working with me instead of against me. Now back to the third nude nail. I coated it with a matte top coat, then added a black star and moon design just to test the isolated chrome. And this is where things got tricky. The chrome powder stuck to the matte top coat, which can happen sometimes depending on the formula. It really wasn't the padding gel's fault, it was just a mismatch of products. Also, I don't know if this matte top coat is maybe a little expired. I've had it for a really long time, but still the end result was kind of magical. It kind of gave this like soft, smoky glow that looked almost like a faded galaxy. Then I went ahead and revisited the black stippled nail from earlier. I did add a third coat of the black and then buffed chrome on top. And this was so satisfying. The texture underneath gave it that hammered metal look like brushed steel or antique jewelry. It was completely unplanned, but definitely one of my favorite surprises from the whole video. fifth nail, I wanted to go for more of an oil painting look, so I mixed the green and yellow gels in the palette just to kind of like layer it, make it look a little bit more of like a soft painterly effect. Layering them like paint gave it so much depth and texture, almost like a grassy hill landscape. It was a nice dimensional texture and just really fun to create. This was the moment I realized that this palette has real potential for textured art. Next, I tested the patting gels for stamping, and it definitely did not work. They're just a little too thick to pick up cleanly from the plate. And I couldn't find any official guidance on that technique from the creators, so maybe it's just not meant for it. Let me know in the comments below though if you guys have had any success in using thick gels like this for stamping. I did just switch to the regular lacquer to stamp a floral design instead, and then I used the patting gels to gently highlight parts of it. It actually worked out really nicely. It added dimension that make the details pop. A good reminder that even when one idea doesn't work, there's usually another way to make it work. After everything was done, I sealed each design with a top coat, and seeing them all together really showed how versatile this palette can be. Some of the tests failed, but the ones that worked, they really worked. It's one of those products that make you want to experiment just for the sake of creating. If you enjoy calm testing videos like this where we explore and learn as we go, make sure to subscribe. I have a few more palettes I've been dying to try next. Thanks for watching and spending this quiet moment with me. I'll see you in the next one.